Developed by Bluehole Studio for Windows and Mac, the exiled realm of Arborea, otherwise known as TERA, is a free-to-play 3D fantasy MMORPG. With visually stunning graphics quality and a very intense and rewarding combat, where skill, position and timing all determine your success, TERA is also set in a world where players dictate the flow of the economy and individually impact the community environment. In a previous age, in a realm torn apart by war and strife, Aaron and Shara chose to flee and start new lives. Using their immense power, they shaped a new universe and turned their backs on the constant struggles of the old one. They set aside their implements of war. Shara flung a ring into the sky and it burned brightly and illuminated their world. Aaron and Shara laid down to rest and began to dream. Their tears formed the seas and their bodies became the continents. Their breath created the winds and their minds dreamed up all manner of creatures and plants. From the heart of each titan came a spring that became the fountain of Shara and the fountain of Arun. These fountains were the rawest source of primal power in their new world. There are a number of different races that you can play in TERA. Firstly, the humans. Humans are optimistic, curious about the world, and highly valued as diplomats and leaders. Humans naturally build communities, a trait that helped keep their culture strong during 2,000 years of forced exile. High Elves. Fewer than 100 years ago, the children of Karas were actively at war with most of the world. However, their commitment to cooperation is a logical and necessary part of their culture, and they were among the first forces to stand against the Argon invasion. Castanics. Bold, brash and independent, the Castanics are willing to work together for the common good, but only so far as the common good doesn't take too long or come at too high a price. The Armani. The ancient Armani were proud and strong, but a trick of fate deprived them of their god's protection and they were enslaved. After winning freedom, the Armani vowed, "Never again. If you like sharp teeth, horns and fighting for honour, this is the race for you." The Baraka. A peaceful and noble race, Barakas are ferocious in defence of the weak. Their imposing presence conceals their true strength. Baraka are giants in intellect as well as physicality. Elin. Elin are the divine children of the goddess Elinu, but don't mistake their waif-like appearance for innocence, as some Elin generals are among the most fearsome in the world. And finally, the Papori. The Papori kingdom is comprised of animals imbued with a spark of divine energy. When awakened, they cease to be rabbits, cats and dogs, becoming instead fearsome defenders of the natural order. Armies of Paporis feature heavily in many ancient battles, and no other race can raise an effective fighting force as fast as they. As well as a number of different races, there are also a number of different classes that you can choose to play. The Warrior. Quick attacks and high mobility make a warrior essential to group play, but also very survivable when soloing. Tanking with this class is difficult but possible. A warrior's skills are meant to cause damage, occasionally help draw aggro, and move around the battlefield. Warrior skills are versatile and really shine in certain situations. The Lancer is a heavily armoured fighter, focused on anchoring a battle. It generates maximum threat with shouts and special attacks, sacrificing movement and attack power for the best durability in the game. Lancer skills are adaptable to any party size, including an army of one. Berserkers use charge-up attacks to deal massive damage. They can also block incoming frontal attacks, though they lose MP while doing so, and they lose it quickly when they're not attacking. So they are constantly in a state of motion. Berserkers excel in multiple opponent situations, both as part of a group and as a solo. Then you have the Slayer, a lightly armoured agile fighter with a devastating greatsword. High damage attacks combine with evasive manoeuvres for a dynamic combat style. Slayer skills are quick, precise strikes that knock over and incapacitate even the largest and strongest of foes, leaving them vulnerable for additional attacks. The Archer is a highly mobile ranged DPS class. By channeling energy into the bow, the Archer is capable of wide range of attacks, dealing massive burst or rapid damage to foes. Archer skills poison, stun, trap and damage targets, giving them advantages in any encounter. The Sorcerer is a ranged damage class focused upon annihilating the enemy with high damage nuke attacks. A Sorcerer's job is to kill things quickly. When grouped up, their high damage attacks decide which enemy dies first. The Priest is a robed magic user whose primary role is to restore health and vitality. However, a priest is not to be taken lightly. The same power that revives allies can also smite foes. Priest skills sustain a party through long and difficult encounters. Mystics are a strong support class with skills to protect and enhance their party through buffs and auras. They also summon mighty thralls to assist, heal and aid them in battle. A mystic's skills prepare them for any situation, with a good balance of offense, defense and support options. TERA also boasts a quite in-depth political system. The Valkyrian Federation is an alliance of 7 member races that form to battle the Argons and provide stability to the continents of Aruna and Shara. As a representative government, the Federation has organised settlements around the world into provinces, each of which is administered by an elected official known as a Vanarch. For players, becoming a Vanarch is the ultimate accolade. As a Vanarch, your character is the best of the best, a member of an elite group that has money, power and fame. Vanarchs make decisions that affect every player on the server, and every player on the server can hold them accountable when it's re-election time. A Vanarch's term of office is 3 weeks long, but the political system is always cycling. A week after the election, registration opens again for all provinces. Actions taken in the first week will make a big difference for Vanarchs who want to stay in office, because they'll need to receive the most votes again when the next election comes around. The free-to-play model of TERA has 2 base account types, the free user and the veteran. Limitations exist for free users merely in the form of functional option restrictions, such as the number of character slots or the number of safe deposits available. Subscribed members receive further advantages with regard to game comfort. Shorter cooldown times for instances, increased experience point yields, or even an epic mount.